All right. Like Coach said, I played for Navy. Graduated 2015. Was 3 year starter there at center. Um, Coached some. Went in the Marine Corps. Did that after the Marine Corps. I was a high school offense coordinator in North Carolina. O line coach and offense coordinator down in Florida. 2 years ago, went up to Naval Academy Prep School as offense coordinator up there, and did 1 year up there. And Coach Ingram, when he left Navy, he brought me with him. So I'm going in my second year here at Carson Newman. Last year, I was the offensive line coach. This year, I'm transitioning to quarterback coach. But being an O lineman for Navy and the triple option, it's really where my heart still is, and got a lot to learn in the quarterback world. But I'm excited for it. But what I'm going to go over tonight is kind of just what we do as our basic Indy progression. And then I'm going to show some clips of it translating directly over to the game film. On screen right now, that's my contact information. Please feel free to reach out with any questions whatsoever. Whether or not you got guys, or if you just have a question on, hey, I'm running things a certain way. Maybe you just need a little bit of help, or just a suggestion on our end. We love talking to coaches, and we'll help out as much as possible. All right. So our next block that we're going to work every day in practice is our combo blocks. The way we discuss our combo blocks is we always have a base guy or a heavy man in the block, and we've got a climb guy. Our base guy is just that. He's basing the defender. So if it's a guard and tackle, and we call it a cap block, which is a combination between our guard and tackle, the guard's going to be the heavy man through that cap block, and then the tackle's going to be the climb guy. The responsibility of the heavy man is to do just base. He's going to T-board over, he's going to put his screws to his sternum, and he's going to get that vertical movement. He's going to get the steps in the ground. He's going to drive that sucker off the ball, and then he's going to work his hips to overtake the block. So if our climb guy does need to get to the second level, he could do that. I love guys just getting enough movement that they're blocking the second level with bodies. And that's really where you're your best. If you're moving again that 3 to 4, 5 yards of movement, linebackers getting caught up in that, they're doing their job. But you always want your climb guy to keep his shoulders square and be able to work up. So with our climb guy, he's going to T-board inside. You're going to see our guys, they're going to T-board together. One mistake a lot of guys make when they first do this type of block is they try to make up all the ground in the first step, T-board together. Just take your normal T-board and then continue to work to get your hips together. So they're going to be foot to foot with the heavy man. Like I said, T-board together. He's going to attack square. Super important. He doesn't turn his shoulders. Some of the clips I have today, he turns his shoulders a little bit. Guys get antsy. They want to get that movement. They want to feel that movement. But what happens when you turn your shoulders, you move guys horizontally, you want to move everyone vertically. And when you do that, all those scraping backers can get over top if you're moving guys diagonally or towards the sideline. So you really, really important that the heavy man stays square and keeps his outside arm disengaged or not engaged in the block. And then work those hips together, keep the outside arm free. And then you got to understand who your second level defender is. So each play, you got to know if you've got a B back working to the Mike back, or if you got the center working the Mike back, or backside back, or you got to understand exactly where you're working as you're going to the second level, and you got to get your eyes there as you're doing that. So if you guys see that guy starting to scrape across, you can come off once you get that good movement and go block that. And then again, get movement. Number one, most important thing, nothing matters if you can't get movement. So right here, we're going to work our first step. Both of them are a little long, but they're T-boarding together. And then you can see the guy on the right there, he rolled his back knee pretty good. He's in that good bent position. He's got low pad level. Wish our guy on the left there, he bent and rolled that back knee a little bit better. But it's how you always start. You want to work together where you're T-boarding together. And then second step, and then working through a heavy bag or through a hand shield. Reset them, and then now working through. Right here, we're working a combo block where if we're just reading the slant. So if he slants across the face, it's going to turn into a cat. If he stays where he is, the guard's going to be able to climb up. It's for our zone dive. So this is like a zone dive combo look we're getting here. There, you're trying to work our hips together, and then they're just getting movement. Just getting movement. That guy across his face, they're rolling through. Here's our center and guard combination. We call this an ace. So center is going to be the heavy man in this, and the guard's going to be the climb man. Again, everything we do is a progression. So first step on the hand shield. Now we're working with the heavy bag. We've got no linebacker at this point. We're just working, stepping together, keeping those hips square, and then understand working that second level. Right there. Now they kind of bump each other, but and they overlap a little bit on the first step. You see them trying to work their hips together, and then the guard there really working to keep that outside arm disengaged from the block. Center just basing that. Same thing here. And here's a great look again if you don't have those heavy bags, a type of bag you guys can use. And then now what we did is we gave him the easiest linebacker look of him just filling the gap right now, or not moving, just in a spot that he's eventually going to scrape to. We're asking him not to move. He's just kind of sitting there. So they're going to combo off on that guy. Just easy look so they feel getting off on someone. I wish he got his hips over a little bit more, but they're going to work that combo, give you that outside arm disengage, and then go into blocking that guy. And then now the next evolution of that. So we gave him a hand shield, heavy bag, and then a heavy bag or hand shield with a linebacker just sitting there that you know you're coming off to. So now a linebacker scraping. So you can have him scrape, you can have him sit, you can have him fast flow, you can have him do different things. So here, working those hips together. Now the tackle might turn his shoulders a little bit, but that's a really nice job of working those tight hips, working together, and then finding your second level defender. We'd like to see a better block on the second level. And here it is in game. We're looking at our left guard and left tackle. Right there, the first keyboard together. And here, I wish left guard's pad level's down a bit, but those hips are exactly what you want to see right there. Hips tight and both shoulders square, getting vertical movement. Again, just making it really easy for our B back to get going. Just a lot of movement there. They're running a 50 stack look for us, so they knew that the backer they're working to is the first guy in the stack. They get off on backer, they get good movement to the backer, and then big play happens behind them. That's what we want to see right there. Right here, same two guys, just rolling off the ball, establishing movement, and collecting linebackers in the process. Right, linebackers are getting swept up in that. Again, good situation, get another good football play. Tackle really gets off the ball there. First step, T-boarding together, hips as tight as possible. Tackle's probably a little diagonal there. And he's kind of knocking the guard off. But when you get 4 yards of movement, you can sweep up some linebackers in that and just come off the ball and roll guys out of there. Same thing. Just coming off the ball, exploding through that guy, getting really good movement. That's what we want to see, vertical movement over and over. Here, same two guys over there on the left. Again, working hips together. The climb guy keeping his shoulders square, guard overtaking that, and then just getting really good movement. And then tackle, I believe works off to the second level there, or at least makes him run the hump. And then another good play for our B back. Just really rolling those guys out of there. That's what we're trying to do. Both those guys were all conference players for us. And just we're able to move some bodies. gets served off the ball to the right. Here, you'll see on the right side, our tackle does a really good job staying square, and then boom, working off to that second level defender. He knows he's got the front man in that stack look. Gets off on him. Guard overtakes that, continues his good movement, and then now a nice little lane for our quarterback to get through. It's a good job by the tackle working through that.